Welcome on board.
Hello.
All
How
right.
good is
Take it away.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So, hello everyone. I'm Amar Bani. I'm from GTX, which stands for a great trading experience. So, we're on a mission to rebuild on-chain trading from the ground up by combining the best of CEX and DEX in fully decentralized way. Today, I'll walk you through the core problems in DeFi trading and how GTX solves them with the permissionless cross-chain CLOB infrastructure. So let's jump to the problems. Today, crypto trading isn't great. DeFi is slow, expensive, and relies on centralized parts like sequencers. Liquidity is fragmented, and AMMs expose LPs to impermanent loss while limiting support to niche token. And centralized exchanges like Binance are fast, but they lack transparency and require permission to list tokens. Users are stuck between inefficient DeFi and closed checks. And GTX want to change that, combining the speed of checks with the openness and transparency of DeFi, all in permissionless system. So here's our vision. We believe the future of trading should be as seamless and efficient as checks, without sacrificing decentralization. That's why GTX is built around three pillars: order book, permissionless, market creation, and cross-chain liquidity. So why do order books? Order books aren't just more trader-friendly. They're structurally superior. MMs may be simpler, but they're also inefficient. Our CLOB architectures eliminate slippage, unlocks deeper liquidity, better price discovery, higher capital efficiency, and better than AMMs. And why permissionless markets? Permissionless market creation is critical. It allows markets to form organically, like they do on centralized platform, but without needing a DAO vote. This boosts capital efficiency and supports for a long tail assets that otherwise can't find liquidity. And this is the examples of the list protocols that implement permissionless design with their TVL. Most of them have more than $1 billion. Oh, that's great. So we want to achieve that. And why is cross-chain? DeFi is multi-chain, but liquidity is still trapped. GTX connects rollups and other chains into one unified CLOB, solving fragmentation while preserving native asset security. And our infrastructures enable truly seamless cross-chain trading. And to support the high frequency, low cost, and fair trading, we need a custom infrastructure. So that's why we need a dedicated rollup for trading. A general purpose chains just don't cut it. And that's why we're building GTX on GTXpresso, a dedicated app-specific rollup with shared sequencing and native cross-chain messaging backend. And because of the hackathon, we scoped cross-chain down to swap first, and using GTX CLOB liquidity as the pricing and routing engine. A user submits an intent. For example, wrap it to USDC on Arbitrum, which is picked up on the Open Intent framework and routed to GTXpresso. It will find match order for the market wrap it to USDC, and then after it gets the USDC, it will send the intent, and then the result will be sent back to the users. So at the high level, GTX cross-chain CLOB let users on any chain trade assets by submitting intents through solvers via Open Intent framework. These intents are routed to GTXpresso. Where trades are matched against live order book, liquidity, and settled using native USDC pools. We're not building another swap aggregator. Instead, we leverage GTX's own CLOB as the pricing and routing engine and enable seamless cross roll-up trading, no wrap assets, no third-party bridges. And this approach validates our cross-chain infrastructure through real trading use case today, while laying the foundation for a fully cross-chain order book in the future. So let's jump to the demo. we use pre-recorded for this, and this web actually using the liquidity from order book on GTX under the hood, and it's deployed on GTXpresso rollup used as a dedicated trading chain. And this is still using the USDC is still using the 18 decimals. So wait for it. It was sending the intent to the GTXpressos first, and then it will send it to the arbiter, and that's the transaction hash for it. And we are here want to create a great trading experience in DeFi, and we're just getting started. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you, Amar. Isne has a question. I'm gonna bring her to stage. I also have a question. My question is more like, what do you think is missing right now in the DeFi space in a very short answer? And what do you think like GTX is bringing as innovative?
So right now, for the missing one is the chain that can process the high TPS, because the CLOB needs the high TPS, because we expect that there will be a lot of transaction on our CLOB. So because of that, we're still missing of the part, and even if it's not there's no chance for that, we want to try to create a great trading experience using dedicated roll-ups for that, for focusing on trading. So the user can do the transaction more fast because of that.
Thank you. Yeah, I know that's why a lot of the biggest DeFi in the previous months, they were more built on Arbitrum Solana, right? Because it was a higher TPS. But I'm gonna pass to Sneh here to make her point and question.
Okay, sure.
Great project. I have a question. So how does the swap exactly work? Is it like you first swap on the chain where you're initiating the transaction, and then you bridge, after swapping the asset, then you bridge the swapped asset to the other chain? Or is it like, what's your approach on swapping here?
Okay, so maybe back to the swap first. Yeah. So in here, we the user will send the intent to swap for their tokens. Like for this example, is wrap it to USDC, and it will send the intent, and we will redirect it to the match order book on our CLOB to the pool of wrap it and USDC. After it will match, after it will get the order the USDC, we will send it back to the user using the solver, and then forward it to the user, and user will receive the tokens that they wanted from the swap, like that.
Okay, I see. So it's different from like other swap protocols like Squid and stuff. It's more like the solver is doing the swap off chain, and then sort of, okay, makes sense.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Excellent. All right.
Thank you a lot, Amar.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you for the espresso. Thank you.
Thank you for building.